Hello, I'm Thomas. I'm always Thomas, and I'm always with Alterna jar until I start a different business. Anyways, the Alterna jar, just wanted to have it reintroduced to you. Some customers said, hey, you really need to update some videos and some pictures. And so anyways, this is our current logo measurement of the 80-ounce jar. Really, you can fit 80 ounces in there of ingredients, and I have some videos of that, and I'm gonna do more videos again. So it says 80 ounces up there. You can also fill it up and put the lid on there. And anyway, so here's the bottom plate. This removes by turning it counterclockwise or tightening it clockwise. This is the gear piece that sticks out. That's for the BlendTech blender use, and then there is another one for the Vitamix use with a different gear. Anyway, so this is the lid, our rubber lid. It's not a perfect lid, it's a good lid. It fits very nicely, also fits on BlendTech jars, on the Wild side and on the Foresight jar. The BlendTech lid also fits. Just be aware, you can't use the tamper on here with this lid. There's a different BlendTech lid with a bigger hole. Don't use the tamper with that either. We have a tamper with it, optional. You know, I'm an American dream kind of a person. Options, that's what the American dream really is. If you lose all your options, then the American dream is gone. So anyways, keep that in mind. The American dream is all about options. Keep your options open. So anyways, there's the tamper. It's your option, your prerogative, your goal, your decision, whatever you want to accomplish. And if you want to buy this blender, this jar with the tamper, now have to think about it. Anyway, so this is that. The blade is a forearm blade. This is our latest one, and it has sharp edges. Not razor sharp, but sharp enough, obviously, to take off your hand. Please don't play with this stuff. That's why the tamper. Okay, and if you, anyways. Now, what was I going to tell you? I'm going to make a smoothie again, the same smoothie that I made with the jar that had the adapter on it, where I used the vacuum lid for the first time. I'm not going to use it now. So you can compare for yourself. I will have more videos comparing them a little bit better and more before I'm going to go into production. It's not like this production is going to be $1 million production. Not with this adapter thing. And if you worry or if you wonder why I'm sharing ideas on the internet or on social media, YouTube, etc., I don't care. Somebody wants to beat me to it. I'm not giving you permission because I'm already doing it. But it's a free country. Anyway, so let me make this smoothie. Same thing I'm gonna put in here. My orange, my apple, my pineapple, the cucumber, same thing, you know, with cancer. It's all very antioxidant. Plus, spinach is very healthy for, creating, offering bioavailable calcium, and therefore in an acid-free environment in your body. Be careful with spinach though, because too much spinach can go on other organs. I recommend always consulting your nutritionist and your wife or your spouse, your other significant other. Blah. I'm talking a bunch of bullshit. I didn't finish it because I didn't say the T at the end. So the bullshit I said. Right? That could be anything, right? Before I get into trouble with anything and anybody and my wife. My dog is hearing it. Let's blend this up. I don't need the tamper for this, obviously. And use this. 12 seconds, 13 seconds. You know how I have my hand on there? This thing goes back and forth a little bit. It seems the countertop is very smooth and the legs are not very rubbery sticky. So anyways, it's a good idea to always have your hand on it anyways. It's a habit that I have. Plus, if it leaks a little bit like this, if you're concerned, get yourself a Blendtec lid. Blendtec lid doesn't do that. This one does it. Not very bad. I mean, is that horrible? Me personally, I don't think so. Anyways, if you don't like it, okay. I think I'm not gonna redesign my lid quite yet. Nobody hardly ever complains about this issue, and spending tens and thousands of dollars on a mold for something that nobody complains about. And you have the Blendtec lid so readily available. Everybody that has a Blendtec blender and wants to change their jar, add the Alterna jar, or your Blendtec jar is going bust because it starts leaking and seizes up or whatever. Blade assemblies do that. Plastic also wears out. It gets after a while. We use, by the way, the same plastic as the Blendtec and Vitamix and wiring, etc. That PPA-free copolyester plastic. I wanted to point out, do you see the extra foam in here? If you compare with the other video, it didn't have that foam when we used the vacuum lid. So there is already a big difference there, which is kind of cool. I mean, me personally, it doesn't ever bothered me too much. I mean, if you want to spend $300 on a vacuum lid apparatus, just to eliminate that, you have to evaluate your cost benefit. What's your cost to benefit this? I mean, does it really matter to you? I'm thinking I'm gonna sell this somewhere around $50, $60, this contraption, the jar not included. Why do I always have to say this? Disclaimers, right? So let's drink it. It's probably gonna taste the same. There's definitely more foam in there. And you know, that's the pineapple doing it. All smoothies are not the same way, but it's a good demonstration for evaluating how effective a vacuum lid is. How effective do you need to have it? Is this good enough of what I'm offering? You have any better ideas? Anyways, this video particularly, I'm going off topic, was supposed to just reintroduce our awesome alternative. You know, alternative. It's the alternate jar to Blendtec blender jars and Vitamix jars, if you want to. Doesn't work with the most recent Vitamix because they put these magnetic actuators in some of their blenders. I don't know if all of them, but if they don't have the actuator as part of their operating system, then we have those also for the Vitamix available, which it fits a little bit different on the blender. And that's that. The smoothie is very healthy. I think you ought to write down this recipe. I'm not dying or anything. It's foamier, definitely foamier, and I have given it a little bit, because I talk too much, I've given it a little bit more time to settle. The other one, go back to the other video, look at it. It's not as foamy. You're gonna be the ultimate judge if that, now I'm talking about that stupid lid again. Anyways, let's just move on. So anyways, I hope I'll see your purchase, because this is what this is all about. I don't care about anything else, just sales. Which, if you talk to me, you will find out for yourself that's really not true. Sure, I care about providing for my family, and that's what really matters, but I also want to provide always quality product that makes sense. To me, for crying out loud, it doesn't make any sense of buying a $600+ vacuum blender or a $300, $400 vacuum lid that's noisy because you got the compressor next to it. Please, people, come on, be smart with what you spend. And I don't want to say how much my jar costs in here because I'm changing prices, and this inflation is driving me crazy because I'm telling you I have the pressure on it too, and yet I have not raised my prices a whole lot. By just a few percentage points. I have to, because shipping, everything goes up. And anywho, always hope for the best, plan for the worst. I'm Thomas, signing off until you see me again. Have the awesomest day.